You know what's crazy? I'll tell you what's crazy. Sending a rocket ship to the moon and then expecting to watch it here on Earth like you're watching a football game.
T-minus 15 seconds, standing by for terminal count.
And you expect to watch it like maybe it's ESPN, the overhead shot, the close-up, the reverse angle, the super slow-mo as the rocket collides into the crater on the moon.
Main engine ignition and liftoff.
I don't know, why did you really think you were going to see this? It's called LCROSS. It stands for Lunar Crater Observation and Sensing Satellite. It's supposed to hit the southernmost reaches of the moon, basically drive into a crater at some 6,000 miles per hour. LCROSS gonna hit the moon. It'll be so exciting. We'll watch it.
A Centaur impact point.
Then NASA scientists say it's going to erupt a plume some 6 miles high. And another spacecraft just a few minutes later is supposed to go through that plume that has just come out of the crater. Here's my problem with LCROSS. NASA sold this thing like it was the Super Bowl, like we were going to sit there and watch Janet Jackson's bare chest. It was like we were going to have a wardrobe malfunction. NASA sold this thing like they were selling tickets to the state fair. They basically said, hey, come one, come all, come into the big tent. It's going to be something to see. Somebody's got to get a camera to look at this thing. And you know what? This place is 240,000 miles away, everybody.
So what you're watching is NASA TV. Thank you, Frank, in the chat room.
So you know what happened? There were like moon parties, LCROSS parties. People woke up, they got online, they chatted about it. This was never going to work. In fact, I actually heard one webcaster say,
another thing I was hoping is they had a trailing camera to show this impact, but you know, these guys are really smart. Of course they're going to do that.
These scientists are smart, but you know what they're not? They're not TV people. They don't sit around and go, okay, after we figure the geosynchronous orbit and how we're going to intersect the moon at 6,000 miles an hour, and then get this SUV-sized bus to go through and collect all the stellar matter, let's figure out how that's going to look best on television. You know what NASA TV looks like? It's like, burr, burr. It's slow motion, man. It's like, I'm going after the wrench now.
Booster has begun its 180-degree roll.
That's NASA TV, okay? Don't confuse NASA TV with MTV. It ain't exactly the same, people. And that's the problem. You had the scientific world coming on this collision course, pocket protectors and slide rules, and you had all the people that have grown up with television on this, and it went BAM! It's great science! BAM! And we had a lot of people that were on this side disappointed, on this side saying, well, we didn't see what we wanted to see, but the science is astronomically important. Was it a success? It depends who you ask. And it probably is pretty important. Are we going to find out if there's water on the moon? If there is, man, that opens up a whole new game for scientists, right? If there's water on the moon, that means you have H2O. H, hydrogen, power. O, oxygen. You can breathe. You gotta breathe if you're gonna use power. That means we can send men to the moon, we don't have to lug all this stuff with us, and we can build bases and blah, blah, blah. This is NASA having to justify why they're spending 79 million bucks. There's people at home sitting there right now reading the Wanans going, moon probe hits bullseye, $79 million. You know what? In this socialistic society we've got where bailouts are everywhere, maybe that 79 million bucks, some people are saying, would have been better to invigorate the economy, maybe to find me a job. So if you're sitting at home looking for a job, and then you read about the moon rocket hitting the moon, trying to find oxygen and hydrogen and ice and all this mumbo jumbo, and then you can't even watch it on TV, I bet you're having a problem with this. Strike the moon and you're gonna go, wow, that's exciting. Make sure you have a camera on the other spacecraft. What do you think? You have like a director somewhere down in the van going, camera one, take one. Well, take one is like a shot of the moon. Camera two, take two. You know what that is? A shot of the moon. Camera three, take three. You know what that is? Maybe an infrared camera that looks like something your kid drew up in kindergarten. We may have become spoiled. I guess we were all expecting Bruce Willis to go up there with a jackhammer and save the world and blow apart the asteroid. Steven Spielberg did not put this presentation together. This production was put together by NASA. They're known for space shots, not for television. Oh, we missed the home run that won the World Series. Whoops, sorry. What are we gonna do? And that's what I think is crazy. Out.